girls, it's Friday, and it's week 50. Wow. I didn't think I would ever be able to actually read 50 books within an entire year. Like, I know I do read fast, but I never really read consistently. I usually would read a book, do a bunch of other things, and like maybe another month I'd read a book. So, having this channel and doing this with you girls has really inspired me to read, to keep on reading, because I believe I've said it before. I used to be in love with books. Like as a kid, I would read so much, and then I just stopped reading. Like throughout high school, university, I never read for joy. And this past year has really reminded me how much I love to read. So I want to thank you girls for that. And this week, I was so excited about getting those 2 books from the library that I read both of them, but I'll talk about those after. Chelsea, I know it's kind of weird that I've never had my own library card, but throughout elementary school, high school, university, like you just can go to the library, get books no problem. Like I had a high school library card, but it was never like a public library, my own library. So yeah, it's kind of weird, but I've always used my mom's library card if I wanted to get a book. But now I'm a big girl, have my own. Yeah. That's really cool about the bookstore though. I hope that you can get up the courage and do a little filming in public, because that would be really cool. And yeah, Stella, very jealous that you get to go to LeakyCon. I just don't have the money. I'm spending money on going to Costa Rica in January, and I'm going to VidCon and going to try and have the money to go to Disneyland since I'm going to be in Anaheim. So my boyfriend and I, so excited. I'm really excited that he's coming. I'm really excited. Just very excited, because my last boyfriend wouldn't have done this. He would have been like, I'm not traveling. I'm staying home sitting on my butt. Probably would have said it that way too. I've actually, over the last year, probably spent upwards of $1,000 on books. Insane, I know. But I never really owned a lot of books. So within a year, I went a little crazy. I bought The Hunger Games, all of John Green's books, Maureen Johnson's books. I bought Stephanie Perkins' books. Like, a lot of books. I am a book hoarder. And if people ever want to buy me books, that's awesome. I love them. I couldn't imagine having like a Kindle or something, because I like the feel of books. I just like the pages. I like to hug my books. And I don't like friends borrowing my books if they are destructive. There's 2 things I'm particular about. My books, my CDs, well, I guess my movies too. I don't like my discs getting scratched, so I don't lend them to friends. Make me a horrible person, but I don't like my stuff being destroyed. If I know they'll take care of it, then they can use it. Okay, I've rambled a lot. I gotta tell you about my books. I'm gonna make it really short and quick. Okay. Dead in the Family? It's really good. It, as I said, picks up where the fairy war leaves off, and Claude is really upset because a lot of people end up dying, and it's not happy. But the whole in the family thing, Eric's maker comes for a visit with his new love, which is Alexei, or Alexei, however you want to say it, the 13-year-old Romanov boy who was anemic. Yeah, that is really dramatic, very interesting. And there's a whole lot of drama that goes on. There's also, I find a lot of violence, and I find it just escalates. Like at the beginning of the series, Suki's just this plain, innocent, she's telepathic, but she's innocent, she's not violent, she's very Christian. But through the progress of all the books, between the fights, the deaths, and everything, it's amazing character development. And it's fantastic to start from the beginning, True Blood, all the way to Dead Reckoning, and it's just that progress in Sookie's character. You're just like, whoa. It's really fascinating. So if you really want some good in-depth character building and just to see the progress, it's a really good series to follow. But yeah, this book's all about Eric's Maker coming and that drama. The next book, Dead Reckoning, that is very interesting because Claude and Dermot, which is her crazy Uncle Fairy, they actually both end up living with her for a while. And they help her clean out her attic. They go through all the old crap and everything in there. Some of it's really valuable, and Sookie ends up finding, with a little help, Sookie ends up finding, I'm not even going to try and pronounce it, a little fairy love token. And just the whole story behind it, it's fascinating. And that's, the love token's just kind of a protection thing. You get like one wish about anything. It just has to be about someone you love. And yeah, there's a lot of killing that goes on in this book. Like the whole sex scenes from all the previous books, they're toned down a little bit. There's not as much sex in these books, which makes me happy because I may be a bit prude because I don't really want to read all about that. A little bit's okay, but the other books were very in-depth. These ones are very violent, but such a captivating story. And at the end of Dead Reckoning, you're just like, but I want more. And exciting enough, there's a new one coming out in March. So I will definitely be telling you all about that when that book comes out. Yeah, I've talked for a really long time now. I'm going to stop here-ish. I suggest that you guys read them. If you like vampire stories and stuff, you're going to love these books. They're fantastic. Charlaine Harris did a great job writing them. They're really good. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask me because I don't want to take up more of your time. Have a fantastic weekend. Chelsea, I'll see you on Monday.